You've heard it your whole life. Japanese cars are the kings of reliability. But 2025 changed everything, because this year, 5 European machines quietly stepped forward with something Japan can't match: over-engineering. Not "it'll survive neglect" reliability, but precision-engineered, mechanically bulletproof reliability, as long as you treat the car the way the engineers intended. And today, we're counting down the 5 most reliable European cars of 2025. The cars built so well, they make you rethink everything you thought you knew about automotive durability. Let's start at number 5. If you want reliability, sometimes the smartest move is choosing the car that hasn't tried to be too smart. And that's exactly what the Audi Q2 represents. It's the final chapter of a dying era at Audi, the last model before the brand switched everything to dual-screen, software-heavy interiors that mechanics call a nightmare waiting to happen. The 2025 Q2 isn't just reliable. It's reliable because it refuses to adopt the new touchscreen-obsessed approach that's causing freezing screens, lagging UI, and blackout infotainment failures in newer models. Audi won't tell you this in their marketing, but mechanics will. This car is bulletproof because it keeps everything physical. Real climate knobs, real buttons, a real rotary dial for the infotainment system. No haptic sliders, no fragile dual-screen stack, no overcomplicated digital ecosystem that crashes when the software updates at 3 a.m. In a world where modern car problems are 80% electronics, the Q2 simply opted out. And the engineering underneath? That's where things get even better. The Q2 is built on the older MFQ MQB platform, a chassis architecture VW Group has been refining for almost a decade. Every weak point, every bushing, every water pump, every suspension arm has been revised again and again over the years. You're not a beta tester. You're driving the final, most stable version of a platform that has already had all its gremlins removed. This is why mechanics quietly call the 2025 Q2 the most reliable Audi you can buy, even as the model is discontinued. And yes, that's exactly why it made the list. But if the Q2 is the last of the simple Audis, number 4 takes reliability into the future. The VW T-Roc is Europe's most reliable small SUV, scoring above 96% in reliability rankings across the continent. But here's the real reason it's on this list: the 1.5 TSI Evo engine. This isn't just good engineering. This is borderline science fiction engineering. Let me explain. Instead of traditional cylinder liners, VW uses plasma-coated cylinder walls, a microscopic iron coating that makes the inside of the cylinder so smooth, the piston rings almost glide across them with zero friction. Less friction means less heat, and less heat means dramatically less wear. This is why T-Roc engines routinely go hundreds of thousands of kilometers without losing compression. And it doesn't stop there. The revised AT+ system, active cylinder technology, lets the engine shut off 2 cylinders while cruising. Earlier versions were jerky. They felt like the engine was coughing. But 2025's AT+ is buttery smooth. On the highway, half the engine literally takes a break. That means lower temperatures, lower stress on the turbo, and a longer lifespan for every rotating component. Then there's the fuel injection. Most gas engines run injectors at around 200 bar. The T-Roc system runs at 350 bar. That's insanely high. It atomizes fuel so finely that soot barely forms at all, which means the dreaded gasoline particulate filter, one of the costliest modern repairs, stays clean and free-flowing for years. It's not glamorous. It's not performance car engineering. But it is pure longevity. A small SUV built to simply outlast everything else in its class. But if you want a European car that's both fun and unbreakable, number 3 is where the magic happens. You heard that right. The Mini Cooper S didn't become reliable because Mini changed something dramatic. It became reliable because they stopped changing things. The 2025 F66 generation is built on the old F56 platform. Not a new chassis, not a new drivetrain, just a very, very refined version of the same formula they've been building since 2014. And you know what that means? 10 years of fixes, 10 years of problem solving, 10 years of revisions to every window regulator, latch, sensor, and wiring harness. All the little quirky mini issues that used to annoy owners, gone. But here's the real secret weapon. Under the hood of the 2025 Mini Cooper S is the exact same B48 engine you find in a BMW 330i. Read that again. A BMW sports sedan engine, inside a tiny Mini. Except in the Mini, that engine is detuned. It's not working hard. It's not stressed. It's basically chilling. It's like hiring a bodybuilder to lift grocery bags. Nothing strains. Nothing overheats. Nothing wears prematurely. And then there's the transmission, a 7-speed wet clutch DCT. Wet clutches sit in oil, which cools them and prevents the shudder that kills dry clutch transmissions in traffic. The result? A Mini Cooper S that is mechanically overqualified for the job. A car that finally earned its spot in the Reliability Hall of Fame. And one of the most fun cars on this list to drive. But if you want a car that feels like a supercar, while outlasting almost every luxury vehicle on the market. Number 2 might surprise you. The Porsche 911 Carrera has been the most dependable car in J.D. Power rankings year after year. Not most dependable sports car. Most dependable. Period. But here's what your viewers need to hear. Buy the base or the Carrera S. Avoid the new GTS hybrid if reliability is the goal. The base/S engine, the legendary 3.0 twin-turbo flat-6, has been engineered with one goal: never, ever be without lubrication. Porsche uses an integrated dry sump oiling system, the same tech found in race cars. Instead of oil pooling in the bottom of the engine, pumps constantly circulate oil under pressure, no matter how hard you corner or brake. This means no oil starvation, no bearing failures, no catastrophic wear when the engine is under G forces. Then there's the tuning. Porsche runs the entire engine at Lambda 1, the perfect air-fuel ratio, the cleanest possible burn. Why does this matter? Because modern direct injection engines suffer from carbon buildup on the intake valves. A problem so bad, it destroys Audi and VW engines by 120,000 miles. But Porsche avoids it almost entirely. Cleaner combustion, lower soot, minimal buildup, long engine life, and finally, the PDK transmission. This dual-clutch gearbox is massively over-engineered. Porsche built it to handle torque figures far beyond what the Carrera produces. The transmission is never stressed, never overheated, never near its limits. It's like giving a sprinter the heart of a marathon runner. And that brings us to number 1. The King, the gold standard, the car that beats Lexus in reliability rankings. This is the car mechanics whisper about. The car that shocked Consumer Reports by beating Lexus multiple times. The car that proved a European machine can be as reliable as any Toyota, as long as the engineering is done right. The secret. The B48 and B58 engines. These aren't just engines. They're engineering statements. The B series uses a closed-deck engine block, the strongest block design short of a full racing engine. Older BMWs suffered because their open-deck blocks flexed under heat and boost. The closed-deck design changes everything. The cylinders are braced. The walls don't move. Nothing warps, even under pressure. It's a powerhouse built for abuse, but tuned for everyday use. Then BMW did something genius. They wrapped the entire engine in a thermal insulation layer. This lets the engine stay warm for up to 36 hours after you park it. Why is this huge? Because 90% of engine wear happens during cold starts. By avoiding cold starts, the B48/B58 engines live dramatically longer than almost anything else. Then there's the biggest fix of all. In the old N20 engines, the timing chain was at the front, where vibration was worst. Chains stretched, chains snapped, engines died. In the B series, BMW moved it to the rear of the engine. Much lower vibration, much longer lifespan. Is it harder to service? Yes. Does it almost never fail? Also, yes. And holding all of this together is the legendary ZF8 HP transmission, widely known as the strongest automatic transmission in the world. Used by Rolls-Royce, used by Aston Martin, used by Hellcats. In the BMW 3 Series, it's basically indestructible. This is European reliability done right. Not keep it simple, but build it properly. These 5 cars prove something powerful. European reliability isn't a myth. It's real. When the engineering is right and the maintenance is respected. From the simple durability of the Audi Q2, to the scientific precision of the VW T-Roc, to the overqualified Mini Cooper S, to the track-tested reliability of the Porsche 911, to the engineering masterpiece that is the BMW 3 Series, European cars are entering a new era, one where reliability doesn't mean cheap and simple, but brilliantly engineered, designed to last. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Because in our next video, we're breaking down the most over-engineered SUVs of the decade, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.